Are you curious of what other local Havasuvians think about Lake Havasu City? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. Hi, if you are new to my channel, my name is Carol Darrow and I am a realtor in Lake Havasu City. This channel is about everything Lake Havasu City, including what you need to know about buying or selling a house right here. Thanks for watching, and go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell if you want to know more about Lake Havasu City. So today we have a fellow tax-paying citizen of Arizona and a Havasuvian with us today. This is Jim. Jim, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
So Jim is a subscriber on this channel and he always has fantastic comments and a lot to add to everything that I talk about. So I invited him to join us today just to give us a little insight.
Thank you for the invitation.
Of course, thank you. So, Jim, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. I decided to, with my wife's input, move to Lake Havasu City, and this was on a planned retirement. And I retired in 2018. I worked for the railroad, and it was a question of, we wanted a place that we could get into California, but not actually live in California, where we previously lived and worked in Los Angeles and Orange counties.
Exactly.
And so we were familiar with the Havasu area. If people who grow up in Southern California come to the river quite often. But my wife had family here, which gave us a real advantage and an edge as far as looking. We were happy with the tax structure here, extremely happy with the price of the real estate compared to where we were living, and felt that we got a lot more for our money here. And the recreational opportunities and the advantage of having major highways in and out were a big factor.
Awesome. Yeah, it does help knowing a little bit about Havasu before you come.
Yes, absolutely. And channels like this help a lot.
Very well, good. Thank you. How long have you lived in Lake Havasu?
We've owned our home here 4.5 years.
Okay.
You know, so we spend the majority of our time here, but we do have the luxury of being able to travel on our own schedule.
Very good. And then you go all over the place.
Yes.
Very good. What do you enjoy most about Lake Havasu City?
Honestly, the people. We were very surprised at how nice everybody was here. We found that out when we went into the grocery store on one of our scouting trips. And the clerks and the checkers were happy to help us answer all our questions and kind of steer us in the right direction. But I do want to point out, if you are interested in this market, we found it extremely beneficial to retain the services of a real estate professional like Carol, who's been in this market many decades, and it will save you a mountain of time because where we were living was 300 miles away, and we couldn't just drop in. Having a real estate professional means that the properties will get pre-screened to your criteria, price point, and give you an advantage on the bidding process.
And we do have a lot of people who buy here who don't live here. And they come to visit or come to look at the house, and then the majority of the transaction is finished while they're away. So that's good, and thank you for saying that. That's very helpful. What do you wish you knew about Lake Havasu before you moved here?
I was surprised at how tight the availability of storage lockers are here. It's almost not impossible, but you have to be persistent to hunt one down. A lot of people keep their power toys up here.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people, if they're a part-timer up here, maybe up to 6 months, they actually store their household furniture in them, go back to their snow country in the good season, and then they come back and take their stuff out. So my advice to you is, if you're looking for a storage locker, this is an inside tip. Immediately go looking right after Labor Day. Get your boots on the ground, walk into the office, because if somebody's going to vacate a storage locker, it's going to be at the end of the summer.
Okay.
Walk in the office, say hello to the guy in there who's bored to tears, strike up a 15-minute conversation with him, leave him your phone number, and we found that we had 3 people call us within a week when somebody vacated one, and we got the size storage locker that we wanted. But this is after a couple of months of frustration.
And you think it was because you went in and introduced yourself and left information versus just randomly calling?
In Lake Havasu City, the personal touch goes a long way.
Mm-hmm. And then you already kind of touched on what advice would you give someone moving here, and that would be to seek out a real estate professional. Any other advice? Any
Yeah, there is.
tips?
Lake Havasu City does not have a Costco, but there are plenty of shopping options here. You've got all the other big stores here. You've got a Walmart the size of a city block, and the prices are good. And do understand that this is not an isolated area. There are very good service clubs here.
Okay.
They have one of the best Elks lodges in the country. If you're a BPO Elks member, you have 4,000 members here with a lot of subgroups, RV groups. They have a yacht club for the boat owners.
They do.
And things of that nature. And they do an awful lot for the local community. There's
agree.
a Rotary who gifted us with a wonderful park down by the waterside, an amazing resource, and it's free of charge. Kiwanis Club is here. There is a Masonic Lodge in town for the Masons. Your closest shrine is up in Bullhead City
Oh, okay.
for the Shriners.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's 63 miles away for the 32nd degree Masons. Very good car clubs, and they're really big on veterans organizations here. We have
are.
outstanding veterans organization, and if you get down to the English Village and you walk underneath the bridge, you'll notice the Havasu Memorial Walk that runs waterside. You can see all the commemorative tiles and bricks that people have purchased from a nonprofit organization, and the bricks and tiles are laid all along the waterside, and you can take that walk and look at some really interesting veterans and first responders tributes on there. And full disclosure, my wife's family's bought 4 tiles there. So
Oh, fantastic. We have one for my dad. He's down there. Thankfully, he's still with us, but we went ahead and bought a tile for him. His name is Bill Rackley. So if you go down there, you'll see he was service to our country, and so we bought him a tile down there.
we have another one on order from my younger brother, who's a retired U.S. Navy captain. He is still with us, but he doesn't know he's getting the tile.
Oh, don't tell him.
Don't tell him.
Hopefully. Well, I mean, I do hope he's watches my channel, but maybe he doesn't. So we won't spoil that surprise. What do you think is the best thing about Lake Havasu City?
Again, the people. This is an extremely friendly town, and I can't emphasize that enough. We had gotten our home and just moved in. We're doing a little bit of work. We actually had a Lake Havasu City police officer drive by, stop, and say hello and introduce himself.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And we asked him some questions about the area. He was happy to answer them, put a name to a face.
Right.
And the whole town is that way. What I have ever had to have a dealing with the city, which is rare, the difference is when you walk in there, they actually care. They actually try and help you, which is different than where I'm coming from, where they kind of say, "Why are you interrupting my coffee break?"
Oh.
So,
okay.
Yes, it makes a difference.
What's maybe your not favorite thing or the worst thing about Lake Havasu? Be honest.
No, it's not bad. Okay, you won't have access to major airport here. Good
point.
There's a small commercial airport up in the north end of town, and the military flies in to get fuel there. But if you need to fly somewhere, you're going to have to drive 2.5 hours to the Las Vegas area, or you're going to have to go 3.5 hours to Phoenix. That's the only disadvantage. There are some private shuttle services that you can take down there, but you're here for a reason, and that's to be out of the big cities. And if you're not one of these people that has to get on a flight once a week, I don't think you'll find it an issue.
And that is a good point. You're in this rural kind of area because you don't want the hustle and bustle of big city.
Now, the trade-off for that is that you're close to Interstate 40 and Interstate 10. So if you want to travel Interstate 40 and parallel old Route 66, see some of the sights in northern Arizona, go to the Grand Canyon, then you're right here. You're only 19 miles south of it. Hop on and go. You can take it all the way to North Carolina if you want.
Oh, that might be fun.
So do understand, though, we are popular in the winter. You'll see snowbirds, and you'll recognize them because we don't have trees that change colors with the leaves. We have license plates that change colors. So you'll see colored license plates from Canada and the U.S. here in the winter. They'll come in because it's a great place to be in the winter, and about Easter they take off and fly home. And then as we start getting in the hot months, which is June through September, that's when the boaters come in.
Exactly.
And so consequently, you'll see some amazing hardware get out on the water, and do be advised, there is no speed limit on Lake Havasu once you're outside the channel. So if you want to see them throttle up and go, get on a cliffside and watch the show. It is something to see.
Move to the side and let them have the lake.
Let them go.
Oh, well, Jim, that is really, really good information and advice. I am so grateful that you joined us today, and thanks for reaching out. It was really great to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Again, Jim, I want to thank you so much for being a guest on my channel today. If you have any questions about anything related to Lake Havasu City, or if you're interested in buying or selling a house here, I hope you give me a call. All my information is below. Have a great day, and we'll see you next week. You wanna wave bye?
Come visit.
I love it.